this is a form of shirk. This is a form of misguidance. This was not practiced by the Sahaba Ikram. This was not practiced by any of the Salaf. This was not practiced by any of the awliya which came before us, by any of the ulama before us. This is something which Brahmanis have started. Something which Brahmanis have started. Before this did not exist. Now these people, what I'm going to try to inshallah portray in front of you today is that how much weight in these people's, what they say, how much weight does their argument actually have? That the first condition is for somebody, when he comes to you and he tells you something, that I just saw this. Now for you to believe him, there are certain things you have to analyze from before. Is this person a liar? Is he a fasik? Is he a Muslim? Is he not? All these conditions you see first, then you will believe him. If you cannot find any of these before, you will think this person is lying as well. He's lying. He don't look trustworthy. Now these people who are saying today that milad is shirk and bid'ah, they should look into themselves first. And I'm trying to put in front of you today that how truthful these people are. With me I have here the fatwa of Saudi Arab, which is the fatwa from Darlastan, which is published from Saudi Arabia itself in Riyadh. And in this there are the 5 main muftis of Saudi Arabia, which have, some are still alive and some have passed away. And first in big writing, Shaykh al-Hadith, Shaykh Abdul Aziz bin Abdullah bin Baz. So he's the main person who they all quote today, bin Baz, bin Baz, bin Baz. So this bin Baz, and also Fazilatul Shaykh Abdul Razak, Abdullah bin Abdul Rahman, Abdullah bin Ud, Abdullah bin Sulaiman. These are the muftis, the Darul Iftar of Saudi Arab. Now this has been translated into Urdu as well. So I'm going to read to you so the Buzurg who are sitting here as well, they can understand as well the wavelength I'm talking about. Now these people, firstly, because I am a Qadri myself, and also Qibla Mufti Sahib is a Qadri as well, and also all of us here are Qadri as well. Why? Because somehow, some way, we are all connected to the walsall. So standing in protection, the tahaffuz of the namus of the awliya is also compulsory for every one of us who call ourselves Sunni, who call ourselves the followers of the awliya, the followers of the Sufiya. It is a condition for us that when somebody speaks out against us, to answer to them and to see what the reality is. Now if somebody, we say to ourselves, are we Muslims? But if somebody attacks Islam and we turn a blind eye on it, how much of Muslims are we? We're Muslim by word, but we're not Muslim by action. If we are Sunni and somebody lays a finger or points the eye at the Ahl Sunnah or the Mamulat of the Ahl Sunnah, and we turn a blind eye on it and we stay silent, what sort of Sunnis are we? And if we call ourselves the followers of the awliya, the lovers of the awliya, and we call the awliya our masters, and amongst these masters, the masters of all masters, as the Ghaus al-Saqalain, as the Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, we regard him, and the Ahl Sunnah regard as the Ghaus Pak radiyallahu anhu, as the king of all the awliya. Do you agree with this? If you agree with this, say Subhanallah. MashaAllah, Subhanallah, you got to keep that standard all the way across. If there's anything you like which I say and you agree with, say Subhanallah. Because the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the person who says Subhanallah once, Allah lays for him a tree in paradise. So you have this intention that when you leave from here, you will have a garden in paradise. Inshallah. Now coming on to this, so now what they've done is, in this fatwa, all the salasil, so the Qadri, the Naqshbandis, Suhrwardis, Tijanis, all them, one by one, they have placed different babs upon them, talking about them. And obviously someone asked them a question, and then they're answering to this. So now this coming on to the chapter of the Qadriya, the Silsila Qadriya, of the Ghaus Pak radiyallahu ta'ala anhum. Upon this the question is asked, that the Sa'il Qadriya Firqa ke muta'allaq मालूमात चाहते हैं. वो कहता है कि इसने इस ग्रोह की एक किताब पढ़ी है जिसका नाम है which is the कसीदा ऑफ गौसिया, कसीदा गौसिया. इसमें कसीदा है जिसमें सिलसिला कादरिया के पीर के दावे और अकवाल नकल की गई हैं. क्या ये बातें सही है या गलत? साइल ने सवाल के साथ कसीदा भी इरसाल किया है ताकि इसके मज़ामीन के बारे में फतवा दिया जाए. So now somebody asked a question to Abdul Aziz bin Baz and the other muftis that this Qasida Ghawsiyya, which we all have read and we all heard about the karamat of Hazrat Ghaus Pak Radiyallahu Ta'ala anhu, being the master of all the awliya, studying knowledge until he became a kutab, having his foot on the neck of all the awliya. So you believe in all these. So somebody has placed this Qasida to the muftis of Saudi Arabia, the Wahhabi muftis, the Najdi muftis has placed this to them and said, give me an answer on this, that is this right or wrong? Now the question here is asked, that whether this is right or wrong. So somebody kind of judgment and say this is right or this is wrong. But now let's see what this gives in reply, given from these muftis. Now they say in reply, साइल में जो कसीदा भेजा है और जिसके बारे में मालूम करना चाहता है कि इसमें जो कुछ बयान हुआ है वो हक है या बातिल. So the person asked the question now whether this is true or false. And what do we say in reply to this? Now in reply to this, they say ये झूठे दावे कोई जाहिल शख्स ही कर सकता है जो अपने मकाम से वाकिफ नहीं, क्योंकि कामिल इल्म तो सिर्फ अल्लाह ताला ही के पास है और आखिरत की तमाम मालूमात और तमाम अमूर का कंट्रोल सिर्फ और सिर्फ अल्लाह के हाथ में है. इसने ये इख्तियारात किसी मुकर्रब फरिश्ते को भी नहीं दिए, हालांकि नबी पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम या किसी वली को भी नहीं दिए. फिर इससे पढ़ने से मालूम होता है कि ये कसीदा बनाने वाला कोई जाहिल आदमी है जो अपने मुतअल्लिक ऐसे दावे करता है जो सब के सब कुफ्र और दलालत पर मुश्तमिल है. So in other words, what they are trying to say here is that Hazrat Ghaus Pak Radiyallahu Ta'ala anhu, after making these claims, Mazallah, Astaghfirullah, Summa Mazallah, is a kafir and at the fall of Islam. So these, reason why I'm telling you this is so these things are lifted from your eyes. That the parda, the hijab in front of your eyes is lifted. So you understand that these people, who are these people? That we say, inna vi daniya rakhiyan, inna vi pagha baniyan, that these are beards, they have pagris on, they have jubbe on as well. Thigan, they're alright. This is just khatmat and darbarana chal raha hai, nothing else. This is not about khatams and darbars. These are little things which if someone don't do, you don't become out of the fold of Islam. But now when our awliyam and our sufiyam and our aima are being attacked, then we need to wake up and we need to realize that which people do we call brother, and which people do we say are okay as well. Lift this veil of your eyes and see that these people are calling the Pir of all Pirs, the Wali of all Walis, the Ghaus of all Ghaus, the Kutab of all Kutabs, as the Ghaus Pak Radiyallahu Ta'ala anhu, they're calling him a kafir mazallah. And this fatwa here at the end, if anybody wants to see this, they can come and see this themselves, that this at the end has been signed by Abdul Aziz bin Baz, this big mufti who they call was the mujaddid of his time, was the Shaykh al-Hadith of his time, was the mufti of his time. This same person here now is saying the Mazallah Astaghfirullah. Now, and not only as the Ghaus Pak Radiyallahu Ta'ala anhu, because what it is when somebody becomes a kafir from Islam and somebody becomes a kafir, he becomes a murtad. Then man shakka fi kufrihi faqad kafir. That the one who doubts his kufr, he also becomes a kafir. So now has the Ghaus Pak Radiyallahu Ta'ala anhu, whatever has the Ghaus Pak said, we have iman in that and we have yaqeen in that. So what does that make us then? According to them. So you don't have to say it, but I'm saying, so you screw this into your head, that these same people are calling every single one of me and you a kafir, in other words. In simple as they're calling us. Now do we sit down and be quiet about this? No. That's not loud enough. Do we sit down and be quiet? No. Do we have to take action? Yes. Are we going to take action? Yes. In whichever way possible, we have to take action against these Wahhabis, these people who came to destroy Islam. These people who came and these same hands who wrote these fatwas in disrespect of the Nare Takbir, Nare Risalat, Nare Tahqiq, Nare Haidari, Nare Ghawsiyya, Mashaykh Ahle Sunnat.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.